What is a DAO? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. DAO is an acronym and it stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. This is a new invention and the first state in the United States who allows DAO to be organized as an LLC is Wyoming. So if you want to incorporate as a decentralized autonomous organization, pick a Wyoming DOA LLC. So what is a DOA and how does it work? DOA are centralized, decentralized organizations. They are digital and they provide a fresh way for venture capital, for democratic, decentralized decision-making, and also a decentralized split of proceeds. They are decentralized because they are hosted on the blockchain, and all stakeholders, which means everybody who has a say-so, not just the executives, make decisions on the blockchain. They're called autonomous because they make smart contracts. They automatically execute within the system when certain conditions are met, when certain preset definitions are, for example, from a quorum point of view, are taken care of. It does not meet any human get together. It does not need any human approval. So today, DAO businesses are tied in a certain way. And think about it as if you are a shareholder of a multi-million, multi-billion company and you vote by proxy. You're not directly there, but there is a paper trail for your proxy vote to be sent over. For me, DAO are blockchain, NFTs, DeFi, decentralized finance protocols are all part of the same idea. How we can use the modern technology to bring some life and some speed into what some may call is boring corporate background. So decentralized autonomous organizations as an LLC can be created in Wyoming, and I'm curious to learn your thoughts about this new legal vehicle. When are you entitled to overtime? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. The US Supreme Court heard a case about overtime where an employee earned over $200,000 a year. Typically, the dollar value is clearly above the level of exemption, but in this case, the case calls for some clarification. The highly qualified worker as well as highly compensated worker gets actually, and the case goes back to 2015, so add some inflation to that, a daily rate of $963 for each day worked. He worked as a supervisor for an energy solutions company in the oil and gas exploratory work, and therefore his overtime claim seems, for those who are on rather minimum wages, a little bit absurd. The pay schedule on a daily basis, however, is what the court in the lower instances found questionable, because overtime employees typically are on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or on an annual basis. But here we have a daily compensation schedule. And therefore, the question is whether this is salary in the means of the law. While this case is not yet decided, my quick takeaway is as follows. If you have in your company some highly paid individuals, make sure that they are paid on a monthly or different pay schedule, but not on a daily schedule. We'll report back when we hear how the court decided. Felicity Ace. Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. The question also could be is, where is Felicity Ace? And the answer to that is about 3,000 meters below the surface of the sea outside of the Azores with a couple of thousand luxury vehicles on board. So in other words, Felicity Ace is a car catastrophe. Thousands of cars sank when the ship did not make it from Europe over to the United States, with several thousand luxury cars, including Lamborghini, Ferrari, Audis, Bentleys, and you name it. Especially painful for the environment, as now chemicals may leak out, batteries may be disintegrated, and overall it is an ecological disaster. But it's also a disaster for the insurance companies, where the insurance loss reported is close to 500 million US dollars. Car lovers may be sad. A very rare 1977 Land Rover Santana or a very special 1996 Honda Prelude were on board, and they were gone now forever. Some cars are gone forever, but some car manufacturers found a little bit of mercy. And this for me is really interesting, that the series of the 15 limited models of the Aventador models of the LP70A Supreme series from Lamborghini were rebuilt. The production was over, the ship sank together with the cars, but now Steven Winkelmann announced that they're producing, after the series was closed, a few extra models. So the purchasers of those models can be very cheerful and relaxed. They will be delivered to them with a few months delay. What is my takeaway? The argument, it sank and it's gone, is no longer good, because if you are working in a luxury segment, the only answer could be, sure, we'll build it again.
Whether you're a private citizen, an international business leader, or simply someone eager to stay on top of the latest news, this book is a great way to get caught up on the most recent developments in the worlds of international business, tax, politics, and social affairs. Go to morningmusings.com and order your copy today.
Would you buy fruits or vegetables harvested on the moon? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. And yes, it is a hypothetical question, because nobody in the world is offering plants made in or on the moon surface, which are shipped back here. However, the University of Florida did an experiment the other day where they planted here on planet Earth, on soil harvested from the moon, different plants. Actually, from 3 different soils they got from 3 different Apollo missions, and they used this moon soil to plant here. Interesting enough, the plant grew. So I wonder whether it's only a question of time until the first entrepreneur creates a, so to say, moon orange, moon tomato, or moon zucchini. Well, harvested here on the earth, but grown on moon soil. However, at this time, the moon soil does not seem to be so fertile as you would have thought, because the plants seem to show some kind of stress, some kind of growth irradicality, some kind of discolorations. And at the end, it may not be the best soil. However, it seems to be promising for future missions to the moon that there are opportunities to grow plants and to eat them locally. Well, talk about global economical footprint, that you don't have to ship fruits from Earth to moon to eat it there. Of course, moon may lack some minerals and other biological components in order to make plants grow. And I wonder how much fertilizers and all the experiments on water-based soil solutions, soil substrate substitutes could do the trick. But for the entrepreneurs listening in, I'm curious who will be the first one who's offering this, because just out of curiosity, I would not mind trying a plant grown on the soil of the moon.